In Monaco, power doesn't roar from boardrooms. It echoes through the streets in the sound of V12 engines. Here, every sunrise paints a golden reflection on carbon fiber, and every supercar you see might just belong to a woman whose net worth could buy the casino behind her. These are not passengers in someone else's story. They are the drivers of wealth, of style, of destiny. From Bugatti to Ferrari, from diamond bracelets to titanium exhausts, these millionaire ladies have rewritten the rules of luxury. They don't wait to be chauffeured. They take the wheel, and the world takes notice. But behind every perfect curve and roaring engine lies something more than glamour, a secret hierarchy among Monaco's most powerful women. Stay until the end of this video to uncover how they built their empires, the rivalries hidden behind those tinted windows, and why 2025 is being called the year of the billionaire queens. If you love stories of beauty, power, and Monaco luxury lifestyle, hit that like button and subscribe, because you're about to enter their world. Every morning in Monaco begins with the sound of engines, not alarms. As the first light hits the Riviera, the city awakens to a silent parade of elegance and horsepower. Down the iconic Avenue Princess Grace, you'll see more than just supercars gliding past the sea. You'll see power dressed in silk, confidence wrapped in carbon fiber. And this time, the hands gripping the steering wheels belong to women who've redefined what it means to live fast. They arrive at Café de Paris for breakfast meetings, stepping out of McLarens, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royces like they're walking straight out of a fashion film. Each movement calculated, each glance intentional. These are not influencers showing off, they are empire builders in motion. Behind every diamond-studded watch lies a portfolio of real estate, fashion, and private equity, quietly reshaping Monaco's skyline. Tourists stop, paparazzi zoom in, but locals barely blink, because in 2025, seeing a millionaire woman drive a hypercar worth $3 million is just another morning in paradise. Yet, it's not just luxury, it's choreography. They time their arrivals like a silent orchestra where the rhythm is the rev of engines and the melody is confidence. Look closer and you'll notice something magnetic, the subtle nods exchanged between these women. It's not competition, it's recognition. A secret sisterhood of speed, where respect is earned not by titles or family names, but by how you command the road. Their eyes meet for a second, and it's as if the city itself pauses to acknowledge them. But as the sunlight glints off the mirrors of a rose gold Ferrari and a matte black Lamborghini follows closely behind, whispers start circulating in the cafes about who these women really are, how they made their fortunes, and which of them holds the invisible crown of Monaco's streets. Because here, even a morning drive can reveal who truly rules the Riviera. Once, they walked the runways of Paris. Now, they own the roads of Monaco. In a city where beauty is currency, a new generation of women has turned elegance into enterprise. Many of the faces behind the wheels of million-dollar cars were once seen under the blinding lights of fashion weeks, but their ambitions outgrew the catwalk. They traded velvet gowns for investment portfolios and the flash of cameras for the flash of carbon fiber under the sun. These women understood something few did. Fame fades, but ownership lasts. Some built luxury fashion labels from scratch, others moved into private equity, real estate, or digital ventures that cater to Monaco's elite. Their garages are now worth more than small art galleries, yet each vehicle is a signature, not a trophy. A McLaren Elva in champagne gold, a Ferrari 812 in icy silver. Every car tells a story of independence, precision, and quiet rebellion. They drive not to be seen, but to be remembered. To prove that the power once dictated by contracts and magazine covers now belongs to those who can create, lead, and invest. The same discipline that made them icons on the runway has made them masters of their empires. Confidence in every step, strategy in every move. It's not rare anymore to spot a former supermodel pulling up beside a yacht she owns partial shares in, stepping out in minimal makeup but maximum presence. She no longer waits for invitations to the billionaire circles, she hosts them. And as the sunset paints Monte Carlo in gold, one can't help but wonder, among these women who once ruled fashion's spotlight and now command Monaco's skyline, who will rise next? the visionary who turns supercars into her business, or the mysterious heiress rumored to own a car collection no one has ever seen. Because in this city of wealth and wonder, evolution is the ultimate luxury. In Monaco, garages aren't just for cars, they're private museums of wealth. Hidden beneath marble villas and glass penthouses are vaults of pure horsepower. Behind fingerprint-locked doors, the richest women of Monaco curate collections so rare that even collectors from Dubai whisper their names with awe. Forget paintings on the wall, these women hang their art on four wheels. Each car inside is a statement of taste and triumph. A Pagani Huayra in blush rose, customized to match a diamond necklace. A LaFerrari Aperta with white pearl finish, rumored to have its key inlaid with sapphire. And tucked in the far corner, a one-off Bugatti Chiron Hermès edition, a car so exclusive it has its own insurance vault and personal maintenance team. But what's fascinating isn't just the value, it's the meaning. For these women, every vehicle represents a chapter of their lives. One was bought after closing a major fashion deal in Milan, another to celebrate the sale of a luxury startup. These garages are not displays of ego, they're timelines of ambition. When the doors slide open, the temperature drops, the air shifts, and even the hum of silence feels expensive. Lighting is designed like a jewelry showroom, soft, golden, deliberate. Here, the reflection of a carbon fiber hood on polished marble is worth millions. Some of these garages are so secret that even chauffeurs are never allowed entry. Only a few trusted mechanics hold the digital codes. Rumors say one woman built a private tunnel under her estate leading straight to a hidden car chamber, a sanctuary for machines that cost more than palaces on the hill. And just when you think you've seen the peak of extravagance, another whisper circulates through Monte Carlo about a mysterious private exhibition where only 5 women are invited, each unveiling a car never seen by the public. Because in Monaco, power doesn't sleep in bedrooms. It rests behind steel doors, waiting to roar to life again. In Monaco, the runway doesn't end at the red carpet. It continues down the Boulevard des Moulins with the sound of engines. Every spring, when the Monaco sun returns to full brilliance, the city transforms into a living fusion of couture and carbon fiber. Fashion houses and supercar brands now share the same spotlight. You'll see a McLaren painted in the same hue as a Dior gown, or a Lamborghini wrapped in silk patterns inspired by Balmain. This is not coincidence, it's collaboration. The world's most luxurious brands have realized that in Monaco, fashion doesn't walk, it drives. At the 2025 Monaco Fashion Drive, Millionaire ladies arrived not with chauffeurs, but behind the wheel of masterpieces they helped design. Their cars match their dresses, their confidence matches the roar of a V12. Cameras flash, champagne flows, and even the asphalt seems to shimmer. It's where haute couture meets horsepower, and elegance meets velocity. One of the standout moments was when a designer unveiled a limited edition Ferrari inspired by a crystal corset, the bodywork embedded with light reflective lines, glistening like diamonds under the Riviera sky. Another guest arrived in an all-white Rolls-Royce Phantom with a runway train cascading from the door, blending grace with dominance in a single motion. But beyond the spectacle lies a subtle message. These women aren't just faces of luxury, they're co-creators of it. Their taste influences design trends, their choices dictate the future of what luxury looks like. In a world once ruled by male collectors and designers, they've rewritten the aesthetic of power. As night falls over Monte Carlo and the crowd disperses, a few engines remain humming softly under the moonlight. A crimson Pagani edges toward the exit, its owner, a woman in a golden gown, lowering her glasses as if signaling something only the insiders would understand. Because when fashion meets horsepower in Monaco, it's never just a show. It's an introduction to the next unspoken rivalry. Behind every photo-perfect breakfast at Café de Paris lies an invisible battleground. The millionaire ladies of Monaco may toast champagne together, but under the glitter, competition fuels every glance. It's not about who's richer, it's about who defines the next level of luxury. Here, rivalry is measured in exclusivity. Who arrives in a car no one else owns? Who sits front row at the gala without needing an invitation? Who can have the world's rarest Pagani delivered before its official release? These are silent games of dominance, and they play out under the Riviera sun without a single word spoken. The social calendar becomes a chessboard. A birthday yacht party isn't just a celebration, it's a statement. A gala entrance in a new Aston Martin Valkyrie isn't coincidence, it's precision timing. Even their stylists, jewelers, and car designers become weapons in this elegant Cold War of influence. Yet, what makes this world fascinating isn't the competition itself, it's the subtle grace behind it. They smile, they compliment, they raise glasses together, but every interaction hides a calculation. The city's gossip columns call it the velvet rivalry. It's soft on the surface, sharp underneath. And among the whispers, one name keeps returning. The woman who never competes, but somehow always wins. She rarely attends public events, never reveals her garage, and yet every designer, collector, and royal knows her presence. They call her the Hidden Queen of Monaco. No one's sure where she came from, but every rumor adds another layer to her legend. As twilight falls over Monte Carlo and her rare Rolls-Royce sweeps silently along the waterfront, the others watch from a distance, wondering not how she rose, but what she's planning next. Because in Monaco's world of millionaire women, true power isn't shown, it's felt. In the silence before the next move. In Monaco, true power doesn't announce itself, it arrives in silence. For years, the elite whispered about the Hidden Queen, a woman whose influence stretched from Monte Carlo's galleries to its investment banks, yet whose face was rarely seen. Then, one night in 2025, she returned. No spotlight, no headlines, only a crimson Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire gliding through the Riviera, windows tinted, engine whispering like a secret. And suddenly, the city was awake again. Some say she once walked away from the spotlight to build something larger, a quiet empire built on art, fashion, and strategic partnerships that few even realized were connected to her. Every movement she makes, no matter how subtle, seems to shift Monaco's balance of prestige. When she appears at a charity gala or an art auction, conversations stop. Designers pause collections waiting for her approval. Even the most confident women of Monaco glance her way, not out of envy, but out of recognition. Because she represents the one thing money can't easily buy, timeless authority. But her return isn't nostalgia. Whispers suggest she's building a new circle, a private alliance of female entrepreneurs, artists, and innovators. A movement that could redefine Monaco's future far beyond its glittering facade. And as her yacht sails quietly into the harbor each night, the question lingers among the elite. What is the Hidden Queen planning next? And who will she choose to stand beside her when the empire rises again? A new kind of power is rising in Monaco, young, fearless, and female. These are not the socialites of yesterday. They are the daughters of legacy, born into palaces of privilege, but determined to leave a mark of their own. While their mothers built empires through elegance and diplomacy, this new generation wields technology, innovation, and purpose as their currency. You'll find them coding from penthouse offices, negotiating brand deals from yachts, and managing millions from their smartphones. Their mornings start with espresso and not headlines, and their nights often end with strategy calls, not parties. They speak the language of blockchain, sustainability, and design, blending intelligence with allure in a way that feels effortless. Their supercars are silent, electric, custom-built, symbolizing not just speed, but progress. Their luxury fashion lines use recycled diamonds, vegan silk, and digital couture. These women see the future of wealth as responsibility, not excess, a power that inspires, not intimidates. Yet, beneath their confidence, there's an unseen connection, a quiet thread linking them to something larger. Many whisper that the Hidden Queen herself mentors them from the shadows, handpicking those who share her vision, to turn Monaco from a playground of the rich into a laboratory of modern power. And on certain evenings, when the streets grow quiet and the harbor lights reflect on the sea, a few of these young visionaries are seen gathering at a private villa overlooking the bay. No press, no spotlight, only the hum of ideas and engines outside. Because maybe, just maybe, the future of Monaco isn't being written in headlines anymore, but in the hands of the women who were never meant to follow. In Monaco, speed isn't just a thrill, it's a language of influence. Every roar of an engine, every shimmer of chrome under the Riviera sun carries a message. Power has evolved. The women who once stood beside the world's billionaires now drive their own narratives, literally. Their cars are no longer symbols of excess, but of expression, each one reflecting a vision, a purpose, a brand of influence uniquely their own. They host charity galas where entry tickets arrive in the glove box of a McLaren. They launch business ventures from the decks of super yachts. They use social media not to flaunt, but to redefine what success looks like in the 21st century. Every post, every public appearance, every rev of an engine is part of a calculated symphony, one that blends glamour with intelligence. These women understand something profound. In a world moving faster than ever, control of image is control of power. Their influence travels as swiftly as their Ferraris, across continents, across industries, across imaginations. They've become Monaco's most valuable export, the embodiment of elegance in motion. Yet, behind the sparkle lies something even more compelling. A silent alliance forming between the old guard and the new. The hidden queen's mystique, the young generation's drive, the city's heartbeat of ambition, all are beginning to merge into something unseen but unstoppable. And as the engines quiet under the starlit sky, one can't help but wonder, is Monaco witnessing the dawn of a new empire led not by men in suits, but by women who rule with grace, intelligence, and the power of velocity itself? Because when speed meets influence, even time seems to bow. Monaco has always been a kingdom of speed, style, and silent power, but in 2025 the crown has quietly changed hands. From the golden sunrise over the harbor to the midnight glimmer of the Monte Carlo casino, the story has shifted. The men who once ruled the skyline now share it with women who command the road, the markets, and the world's attention. These are not passengers in someone else's empire. They are the architects of their own. Their engines echo ambition. Their fashion speaks strategy. Their influence moves faster than the yachts anchored below the cliffs. Each drive through the Riviera isn't just a display of wealth, but a declaration. We are here, we lead, we define. And as the lights fade and the camera drifts over the shimmering coastline, one truth remains: Monaco's future doesn't belong to tradition. It belongs to those who dare to reinvent what power looks like. If this world of elegance, dominance, and speed inspires you, then don't just watch, join the drive. Hit like, subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, and tell us, which of these powerful women would you want to see take the wheel next? Because in Monaco, stories don't end, they accelerate.